All right, everybody. So this started, 8 minutes earlier because we just got an explanation. Oh, by the way, for those joining us right now, because we just tweeted it out, we are about to watch Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. box Anderson Silva, the former UFC middleweight champion. And if you're watching, watch it with us. We're going to just watch along with all of you guys. I am Mike Heck. We got Casey Lyon. We got Jose Youngs here. Anderson Silva, at least where I'm watching, how I'm watching, is in the ring. And we are awaiting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And it seemed like this was supposed to be the main event. And they did a little switch up, which is very nice. Very nice.
No,
we will not be showing the fight.
If you want to watch the fight, go to Fight TV, throw down $30, $40. What is it?
Or don't, and we'll tell you what happens.
Yeah, or don't. Yeah, we'll tell you what happens. Yeah.
In our kind way. So I believe we're like, just depending on our area or whatnot. I think Jose is like a little bit ahead of us. So what we're gonna try to do is like when the fight is about to begin, we'll try to line all the screens up as best we can, and then we'll just do a little countdown, and then we'll.
It's going to be hard because Casey, I'm about 30 seconds ahead of Casey, and we tried to make it. So I tried to pause mine so Casey could catch up. And when I hit play, Fight TV is apparently just so good at their job, they fast forwarded me to live.
Yeah, I did the same thing happen to me.
It does the same thing? Like once you pause it, it just goes live?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well.
All right, so we'll play around with it. We'll play around. And there you go. At least where I'm watching, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is about to make his walk.
He's about to. He's walking in. He's walking into the ring right now. He's walking up the steps for me. Well, no, because Julio Cesar Chavez is Julio Cesar Chavez. He tried to walk up the wrong steps, so he's on brand to start this off.
Well, good. I haven't gotten that far yet, so you teased us perfectly.
Chavez is walking out right now for me.
Yeah, you're about 20 seconds behind.
Yeah, he's almost in the ring for me. All right, so this would be real fun.
What headband is he wearing? He's wearing a 2020 headband.
That robe is fire, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
There's a lot going on.
Final predictions.
Chavez should win. He should win, but as I've said before, and I'm not going to mince any words, I'm not the biggest Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fan, which is weird because I tune in for all of his fights, but I just think that's because growing up, Julio Cesar Chavez is such a deity in like the Mexican world that even when his sons fight, I still feel like it's appointment viewing for me. And every time I think he's having a good show, he should have a good showing. He doesn't, or he misses weight, or he gets weird drug testing things. So he should win, which means he'll probably lose because chaos seems to follow him around. I can't think if someone asked me like, what's a good MMA comparison, I can't think of a single one to compare. And someone that's just like every time it's disappointing a lot. He disappoints me a lot.
Is Chavez in the ring? I can't see it. Oh,
yeah.
Do you see him? I see a pair of gloves, clothing.
Yeah, he's in the ring.
Anderson's getting warm. I wonder if Anderson Silva has ever fought in Mexico in his life, in anything.
That is a good question.
Good for Anderson, man.
Yeah, make that money, son.
Anderson already won. He already made $100,000 by his opponent not cutting proper amount of weight. That's amazing. $100,000 already.
He's 1-1 with one knockout in professional boxing.
My prediction is Chavez will piece him up for 7 rounds, and Silva will knock him out in the 8th out of nowhere, and we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna have a memory that we're gonna clip off, and it's gonna be crazy. David Sandine is just putting out fire in the comments.
Who?
Good spotting him through all that camouflage. Oh, this is a Mexico elevation.
I don't think Guadalajara is that
It's Mexico.
Mexico City.
It's not nearly as high as Mexico City.
Yeah, which is probably why this fight is not Mexico City, because it's guys get tired fast there. If you're watching, especially for this fight there.
Especially the Chavez Senior fight. Can't do that in Mexico City.
I think Mexico City is about 3,000 feet higher. in elevation. So it's like 4,000 to 7,000, something like that.
So we're gonna watch this together. We're gonna try it out, see how it works. You know, I figure this is a big deal. Some of you aren't gonna want to throw money down on this. Some of you may think this is the only fight worth watching, and I get it. So we're gonna try to help you out as best we can. We can't show you the fight if you're just joining us, but we will talk about it.
Yeah. That says to respond to Jeremiah King in the comments. I've seen Cain Velasquez have an MMA fight in Tijuana, Mexico. It's not on his record. I thought he killed a man. Because like we joke about this, like, oh, sometimes you see some scary knockouts. Like, remember the Matt Hamill, Mark Munoz knockout, the head kick? We were like, oh, Mark Munoz could be dead. I thought Cain Velasquez killed a man, and it wasn't even like ground and pound. Like he like double like the guy, and it was in a boxing ring. And Casey, I know it was like the same. It's like the same as a wrestling ring, or Mike, I'm sure you've seen it too. Like, you know that area in the corner that's not quite the corner. It's like the hardest part of the ring in a boxing ring. He double legged the guy, and the guy his head landed on that, and it was Cain Velasquez double legging him, and the guy was knocked unconscious from the double leg. I thought he killed him.
If Anderson wins or even looks competitive, are we gonna see Anderson versus a Paul brother?
No, Roy Jones.
Just straight Roy Jones?
For sure. Okay. I would love it.
Yeah.
I think that's the fight to make.
That does make a lot of sense. That actually has a lot of history.
Rashad wanted to fight. Rashad Evans said he wanted to fight Roy Jones too. What if they did Anderson, Rashad Evans in boxing?
Yeah, I don't think you're right. I don't think the Paul brothers work versus Anderson because they need kind of a trash talking thing, and you can't trash talk Anderson. It's just weird. Yeah.
Right.
It is you can't do that.
You're right.
The keys to victory for Cesar Chavez Jr., Julio Cesar, start fast, be a bully, and body.
Body.
Chavez Jr., blonde hair.
So someone tweeted out earlier, goes, what time is Anderson Silva gonna box Josh Koscheck?
Yeah, that's like,
which is very funny. Keys to victory for Anderson Silva: get your bearings, be crafty, and stay long.
Wait, that's on my screen right now too. So I think we're kind of close. Is that?
The fight just started for me. I'm at 250 of the first round.
Oh, okay, fight hasn't started yet for me.
All right, so watch with us. Jose's gonna just watch Jose's eyes if you wanna. If you want to get a glimpse of what's happening. But the fight, if you're watching, pause. I don't even know if you can, but it's literally about to start where I'm watching.
All right.
Silva is yellow. Chavez got the cornrows, I think.
Nope.
The screen's too small. No cornrows. I'm crazy.
The picture was old. It's just an old picture.
Yes. Silva looks very comfortable in there. And there we go. We are off to the races. They touch gloves.
I'm at 215.
Okay, you're okay.
All right,
wow,
you're 40 seconds ahead of us.
Okay, I'm at 250 right now. Okay, here we go.
Silva moving around, looking good.
I promise you, if something insane happens, I'm gonna lurch back. But
yeah, that's fine.
Nothing yet.
Just fall to the floor.
We were live when Canelo beat Billy Joe, right? And I kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
Speaking of Canelo, he gave his interview. He was in the ring after the last fight, and they asked who was next, and he was like, whoever. I was like, good answer. It's not.
Some people can get away with that. Canelo is one of them.
Mexican fighters, that's kind of their thing, but whatever.
I don't know. I'm not familiar. I know of Chavez Jr. is kind of his history with Canelo, in big fights, but is he considered an elite fighter in boxing at all?
No.
Like what
Chavez Jr. started off really hot. Like, he was the man. Canelo and him were like they were the man in the Mexican scene. And then when they fought, it was so apparent how much better Canelo was. And then after that but that was like Chavez's money fight. Like, they fought on Cinco de Mayo. It was the two big Mexican undefeated fight. Well, not undefeated, but like the two best records. And do you remember like how lopsided that fight was?
Ooh.
It was. And then after that, Chavez Jr. has never looked like as a world beater. Like, he's very good. He's a very good boxer, but he's not an elite boxer, I think.
Okay.
I think he cuts a lot of corners, and he made a lot of money in that fight.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of wondering because losing to Canelo there's something wrong with that.
No.
Yeah, so yeah, but I guess post Canelo career hasn't looked great either.
Not at all. And I've been seeing that a lot. Like, losing to Canelo is nothing to hang your head at. Yeah. He didn't just lose; like, it was not close at all. It didn't look like. I think it damaged his image because it was his first massive test, and it looked like he just had no idea what was happening. Like, he showed up for the money. I'm not saying that's the case, but it was disappointing because then you could tell it was a setup. Like, you could tell it's his boxing 101 because Triple G was waiting in the back with a full entrance and video ready to go once the match ended. Like, they knew who was going to win, the people that were watching. I'm not going to lie. I fed right into the Chavez Jr. for a long time. I thought he was a fantastic boxer, but he has proved me wrong.
Is there a kind of MMA equivalent of Chavez Jr.?
No, I was saying at the beginning, I can't think of any.
Well, how about even skill wise and popularity wise? What do you think? Like, someone like he's not like BJ Penn or something, or a great fighter.
He might be. He might be. That's not a bad one.
Okay.
Well, BJ was like, well, I don't want to say that because at one point BJ was the best in the world at his weight class. I fed into Chavez Jr. being really good at one point in my career, my life, but it's proven that he's not. I really can't think of one because his name, it'd be like being named Michael Jordan Jr. or like LeBron James Jr., who, like, LeBron James' son, he's going to be targeted immediately. So I can't think of anyone like that right now. Like, if Connor Jr. becomes an MMA fighter, maybe.
Okay, Mike Heck fell asleep.
I froze. That's funny.
Mike might have to. might have to reconnect.
Ooh.
Yeah. First round Chavez.
100%. Like it, right? 100%. Okay. I just think this is Anderson doing his thing. He's just kind of. It's good to see him in there. Like, we haven't seen Anderson fight in a while since Halloween, so it's good. He's doing his. It looks like he's in like his normal MMA stuff.
Now the commentators are just crapping on Ben Askren right now.
Sure. Well, Ben Askren did not come from a striking background.
Yeah. Okay, now we got Mike back. Hey, Mike.
Yes, sorry about that.
No worries.
Chavez Jr. is also like mid-30s, so he's past his like physical prime, I would say.
For sure.
So this is not indicative of Anderson's. Like, Anderson's 40-something, so I think this is a good test.
Just missed a big left hand.
Yeah, I saw that.
Anderson's not doing anything, but he's doing this, like, he's not putting together much offense because this isn't like any crazy scene, but he's doing like a lot of showmanship in there. It's fun to watch. Yeah. It's good to see him back in there.
Never been a high volume type of fighter.
No,
so.
He was doing the Ali shuffle for a hot minute.
Ooh, good body shot.
There we go. Okay.
Good answer by Chavez. All right, we're starting to get a little, starting to mix it up a little bit here. Yes, I would agree with first round to Chavez, but Anderson landed a couple of good combos in that round.
No combos from Anderson yet, just more.
He landed like a good body shot up top in the first.
Okay. I'm at the shuffle part now. I see that.
Yep, as am I.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch.
Yeah, Anderson. Oh, there, big.
Just missed. Silva's starting to like definitely get looser.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of, I mean, it's normal first round. He's never been a guy who comes blasting out of the gate, even his MMA career. So this seems very Anderson. Hey, whoa!
Oh, good right hand. Oh, he's got him up against the ropes. Yeah, definitely more volume in this round from Anderson.
Nothing. How many rounds is this?
That's
8, right?
8 rounds.
Okay. 8, I think. Second round just ended for me.
I'll
be able to say that in 40 seconds.
Well, we'll say this though. I like these fights. I'm down for this. I don't care. People are, it's a circus. The circus, like, circuses are awesome. No, who hates the circus?
I don't want them to go away. I wish there was space between them because I don't want it to be like people get burned out on these. I like the attraction, if that makes sense.
Anderson has got him tied up for like 11 seconds. Referee separates him.
Oh.
Chavez with a punch to the shoulder as the round ends.
Hey, it's our post show. Was it pulled down? Do we know what's going on?
That's what I was asking.
I didn't do that.
What?
Can someone check that?
What?
I've seen a
That's
couple.
what I was
Oh,
asking
yeah.
earlier.
Oh, that's weird.
Is it missing? I mean, I have the raw file.
It disappeared. It disappeared.
Okay.
That's weird.
I'll re-upload it.
Maybe it's because we didn't go live on the restream. We went live on YouTube. So when we ended it, it was just like, oh, they deleted it or something like that. I have no idea.
Okay, okay.
That's wild. All right, we will re-upload that and get that ready for you.
Yeah, just to answer
later
Sheila,
on tonight.
Yeah, there was something happened on YouTube, but we'll re-upload it after this exciting Chavez Jr. versus Anderson Silva.
This is already the better of all these quote unquote crossover matches we've had. This has already been the better one.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, Anderson.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Can't wait.
He
I
did-
can't
he did
wait.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
40 seconds from now.
He was just doing like switch stance and his hand. Oh,
No, wait.
this is fun. He's not doing anything. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like this is
is
very
fun.
much like this would work really like his tactics would work really well in an octagon with a cage. But like he's doing all this stuff and Chavez Jr. is like, I'm just gonna walk at you.
How do we score
Do
the
you think
second?
corner.
Silva won the second round?
Nothing
tough to
landed.
say, I don't know.
Nothing landed.
That was a close round.
It was a close round. I can see it going either way.
You know, I'll give one to the MMA guy. Why not? Oh. Chavez starting to open up a little bit. Silva with a double jab.
Whoa. Here we go.
Silva threw like a double punch. That was interesting.
Double punch.
Like one of these guys.
Anyone can
If
stop one punch.
so-
Can you stop two punches? Can you stop two punches? Oh, good.
Good right hand from Anderson.
You know
Chavez
what?
answers with the jab.
Anderson Silva, no matter what, he looks good in there. This hasn't been Askren in there, you know. I mean, which we knew that, but he's a much better opponent than Jake Paul.
So
Oh.
I'm at 45
That's an elbow.
seconds. I'm at 45 seconds right now, and Anderson Silva is doing what he did to Chris Weidman with his back to the fence, but he's in the corner, and this is not the best. God, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is such an idiot.
So around the 130 mark, Anderson Silva clearly
Oh my
threw
God,
a short elbow.
Anderson Silva is trying to do the. I'm watching this right. It's 10 seconds left in this round. Anderson Silva is trying to do this. This is doing the same thing he did to Stephen Bonner, where they walked away, and he's like, "Nope, we're coming back to the corner." I'm like, "This is different. In boxing, there are corners." Anderson.
Yeah, nothing landed clean. Nothing.
God,
oh,
Chavez
look at
Jr.
Anderson.
Oh,
hey,
And that's what I'm saying.
that's
The round just
exciting.
ended for me.
There you go.
Silva gets punched in the face. He goes, "Stay here."
Dude,
Yeah, I love it.
could Anderson be? Ooh, could Anderson be like a Mexican boxing star after this? Could Anderson go over with the Mexican boxing fans if he keeps up this performance? Because it seems like the crowd's
dude.
digging it.
He'll get over.
Nice.
Oh, good right hand. Jose's like, yeah, I remember that right hand like 4 minutes ago. Yeah. Chavez just feeding right into it.
This is fun to watch.
This is fun. Ooh.
Yeah. Ah, look at Anderson. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. That feels good watching him. Hey, it's
Anderson just laughing away.
Yeah, to me, it's
Good
already.
stuff.
I'm gonna say moral victory, but like so far, great performance from Anderson. Like
The crowd's all smiling. They're all smiles.
I don't know.
I'll say 2 rounds to 1 for Mr. Chavez Jr. Could be 3-0.
Yeah. So I know a couple of the commenters have asked, can we hear the audio? Can anything? It's like I would love to, but unfortunately, can't do any of that. Sorry.
So the unofficial scorecard on the broadcast has Anderson Silva up 2 rounds to 1.
I could see that. Yeah. So does
You think he won
Francis Marsh?
I'll give him the second.
Two and three. Well, what does he?
They gave him 1 and 2.
They gave him
and
1.
Chavez 3.
Chavez.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Jose. And we're on round 4. Silva with left hand.
My internet crashed, so I'm probably on the same time as you guys now.
We are at 247. Okay, we're me and Mike are the same. Yeah.
Wait a second.
You're the same now?
No. I don't know what happened. My internet, my whole internet just crashed. So my Fight TV app crashed, but it picked up in the round.
Good.
Whoa, look at that. Oh, I'm just
Anderson
making
landed
noises.
a nice uppercut. Oh, here it goes.
Chavez Jr. is
Anderson's
such a clown.
Dude, you got issues with Chavez Jr.
I do. I have a lot of issues with him.
Yeah, man. He's just people. Hey, look at that. Nice.
Anderson's getting down. I like it.
Yeah.
Chavez Jr. is complaining a lot in the 4th round right now.
In 45 seconds from now, he's gonna complain a lot.
He can't punch me in the face.
Well, this was what.
What's he complaining about?
I can't remember who.
What's the complaint about? Yeah.
Oh, he's throwing elbows inside.
The elbow. He did hit him with an elbow in the second.
I think he blocked with an elbow, and
that's good.
This is what I was gonna say. So, you hear it a lot in soccer. You don't really hear it in basketball or football or baseball or like American sports, but boxing and soccer you hear it a lot, and a little bit of tennis. When you take someone that's professional, that is trained to compete against professionals, and then you put him in there with someone that's maybe unorthodox or a novice, they don't always know what to do with them because you can't prepare for it. Does that make sense?
Well, usually like the first round or so, but then you only have so many tricks. And
right, but you're acting like Chavez Jr. is a professional.
He is a professional.
He is
a professional.
Like I said, there's two different.
He's not an elite boxer, but he is a good boxer.
No, when I say professional, I don't mean like he's a bad boxer. I mean he is not. So when Chavez Jr.'s criticism is he lacks.
Look at Anderson's having fun in there.
Chavez Jr. lacks a lot of discipline, is what I'm trying to say. Like he does not take boxing seriously. So he's a professional, as in he is naturally gifted. He has good training. I'm sure he is a very good boxer. But if someone in his camp came out after this fight and said Chavez Jr. did not take this fight seriously, I would not at all be surprised, because that is Chavez Jr. Like there's a reason he had to leave multiple camps, because his cornermen would be so frustrated with his attitude during not showing up for fights, and then not showing up for training and leaving early and complaining and that kind of stuff.
If this is not serious Chavez Jr., he's doing great in his career.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So,
to get you left hand by Anderson.
Oh, this is Anderson's round for sure. Jeez,
100%.
Sure. This is probably the most one-sided round of the fight.
This is what I was trying to say: is there's no way Chavez Jr. has ever seen anyone in a boxing ring that does what Anderson Silva does. So I guarantee he's probably like, "What do I do with this?" And I don't. What I was trying to say is, I don't think Chavez Jr. is the type of boxer that will make those adjustments on the fly, like a Floyd or a Canelo, or like even a Danny Jacobs or a Triple G or anything like that. Because remember when Conor was getting the better of Floyd for like a handful of rounds, and then Floyd completely changed his tactics, and even Conor was like, I didn't expect ABC. I don't think Chavez Jr. is the type of guy that can make adjustments on the fly. He's never shown that to me in any of his matches anyway.
I've only seen Chavez Jr. I think I saw the Canelo match, but I don't remember that other than Canelo just looking way better. Esther
the Danny Jacobs fight.
Esther has shot a bunch of Chavez Jr. fights.
Damn! Look at that. Wow.
I've never.
Look at, man, from the knees.
Boom.
Technically,
Silva is just firing to start round 5.
Dude, how old is Silva again? 46.
He looks like he's 28 tonight.
Man, I wish
this is like the second best fight of the night.
I wish I went into this. Like, I would love to watch this not knowing who either of these fighters are. You know what I mean? Because like, you have all these, like just these preconceptions of Chavez Jr. and Anderson Silva. Like, if I just came into this cold, I'm thinking Anderson Silva is the experienced boxer.
Silva's just having so much fun in there. Just fun. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's
fun.
Anderson Silvering.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. So
Left. Ooh.
I think Chavez. I think Chavez Jr. needs to realize this is a real fight. I mean, he's gonna get.
That's what I'm saying.
Silva's piecing him
Chavez
up.
Jr. is not the type of like Chavez Jr. has.
Oh.
He does what he does, and if his game plan doesn't work, he doesn't really have a backup.
Halfway through round 5. Silva's got the timing down. Looks like he's got the length down.
Yeah, that jab is like, I can't believe he's out jabbing the boxer. That's kind of crazy too.
I got to see that uppercut from the toes again.
Ooh.
Good right hand.
Yeah, like Anderson's like, yeah, that jab's like boop boop. Ah, nice
Ooh.
hook.
Oh,
That's 1, 2, 3.
20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. 25 seconds left in this round. Anderson with a gnarly combo on the inside.
Get excited, people. It's coming. Chavez is just like, you could see it in his eyes. He's just like, what is happening right now?
No, there's not a lot of tie-ups.
He's saying his head got hurt? He got headbutted? Yes. What's he saying?
Or he got hit in the back
Chavez
of the head.
Jr. complaining. That's his game.
I know.
Oh,
okay, I know.
good right hand.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, nice combo.
Ooh.
Yeah, 25 seconds, right? Yeah.
You set it up perfectly.
It's amazing how Jose predicts these things. It's amazing. How do you know these things, Jose? It's crazy.
It comes with the territory.
Chavez starting to pick it up a little bit at the end of the round, but might be too late.
Yeah.
I think that's another Anderson round right there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So I have about 3 rounds to 2.
I think
could be more. It could be.
What round? Wait, it's 2 easy rounds for Anderson for sure. Was that the 4th round?
That was 5.
That was 5.
I thought he won 2, 4, and 5.
I give 1 to Chavez. I forgot. I should wrote this down.
I gave 3 to Chavez. 1 and 3 to Chavez. Anderson 2, 4, 5 so far.
Well, it looks like, but more importantly, it seems like all momentum is on Anderson right now. It's saying Chavez, looking at his body language in the corner, does not look great. Ooh, look at that! Look at that spray.
So pretty.
Yeah, they got through a little bit. Good
replay. Partially blocked.
We got that little up jab. That little up. Oh, nice. And then you got the angle on that too. Anderson.
Look at him circle to the right. Oh
yeah,
man.
He hit boom, circled. Boom, circled. Nice.
I'm not watching with the commentary. How's the commentary right now?
It's good.
I'm not watching with commentary.
I'm watching. I'm hearing commentary. It's fine. They're not saying anything. It's...
Oh my God, Anderson.
Okay. Why are we at? Okay, scoot up.
Those are the statements we need to hear.
Can't. Yeah.
What?
No,
oh my God, Anderson, because now we don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that could go anyway.
Now I'm like, I can't wait for like 20 seconds to come.
All right, here we go.
At 2:15.
Stop, jeez. It's like watching a horror movie. Like, hey guys, watch what happens next. Boom, boom.
Oh, good left hand. Oh, boom.
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 No, now Chavez in the corner. Chavez stuck in the corner. Ooh, Anderson's muscling him around.
When he pushed him? Yeah, when he like backed him up into the corner.
Just,
oh my God.
It's like Rocky Balboa-esque.
I like this camera angle. Nice camera angle. Good production, actually. Good camera angles. That's why I love
good right hand.
That's why I love rings. I love boxing. you get such a cool... This is such a great view of the fight right here.
It's good, yeah.
Like, we're so close. It's like there's no one... We're closer than the ref right now. Jeez.
So, Jed Meshew, this is like your phone booth fight right here, buddy.
Yeah, this is it, man.
All right, well, at least it was.
Boom.
Oh, slick jab.
Anderson let him out. Yeah, Anderson wants to have more fun. He's like, actually, Chavez Jr. Like, yeah, look at Anderson. Like he realized he was blowing a lot. He was wasting a lot of energy because Chavez kind of felt comfortable on the ropes right there. But it's in the open where Anderson's a lot is a lot more freer, and Chavez is actually seems to having a lot more trouble figuring out Anderson when he's out in the middle of the ring. Chavez is actually a little more comfortable on the ropes.
Yeah, Chavez is very slow to engage now.
Yeah, when they're in the middle of the ring, Anderson has way more control of the ring when they're in the middle.
It seems, because when Chavez blitzes forward or tries to do anything, Anderson does that same block he did in MMA where he kind of blocks with like this part of his arm, Casey. Yeah, and and Chavez is clearly running into the elbow, like he's punching the elbow or bopping his head on the elbow.
That's a real technique.
Is clearly. I'm not saying it's dirty whatsoever. It is clearly flustered him.
Yeah. It's a technique. I don't know
who does it really well. Dustin Poirier does it very.
Oh
well.
yeah.
I mean, it's a very Muay Thai technique. It's a Muay Thai technique. You block your elbow out.
I think Dustin has kind of adapted it a lot more his last few fights. Like before, he would block with his hand like this a lot, but now he puts his whole elbow into it. Also, Goyito Perez has done very well on commentary. But in the last few fights, he's very well spoken for the English speaking audience.
You know what? Almost every time we hear about MMA guys, at least sparring with boxers and boxing, consistently you'll hear, well, the first couple rounds were close, but usually after the third round, the MMA guy kind of runs out of tricks, and the boxers kind of take over toward the later rounds. This is actually going the opposite, in the sense that it's I kind of thought the first rounds would be competitive, and then Chavez would kind of pull away just of his experience and just having more experience. I don't care if he trained or not trained properly, but doesn't feel that way. It feels like Anderson is the more experienced fighter in there, and even Anderson didn't waste a lot of energy when he had Chavez up against the ropes. He was kind of hitting a bunch of arms. He's like, all right, this isn't working. Pulled him out toward the middle, and yeah.
Oh.
What do you think about this comment?
Yeah, it seems that way.
It feels that way.
100%. I am very curious how Chavez Jr.'s camp went, because we got like the open workout that you went to, Casey. Mm-hmm. We've seen Anderson hitting like we've seen all his interviews like on Gamma Cruz, did a lot of groundwork with him. I don't know anything about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.'s fight camp. I don't know who's in his corner. I know for a long time he trained with Freddie Roach. I haven't seen him at all. I know he trained with his uncles for a long time, so I have no idea how his fight camp went. I'm very curious if he showed up a lot.
Dude, Anderson's gonna win this fight, and we are gonna get Anderson Silva versus Roy Jones Jr.
What if he fought Mike Tyson?
Or Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's obviously even the bigger money fight.
Oh yeah,
that would be oh my goodness, that would be awesome. And can you imagine? And I know everyone wants to hate on Triller, but imagine Anderson Silva with the Triller type entrance they could give him.
No, that. Don't mind. Give him the Showtime treatment, like full on boxing production, like the boxing commentators, like all that, like full packed arena. I would love to see it.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, Anderson Silva could be making his biggest paychecks ever after leaving the UFC. Well, his fight's not over yet. Anderson Silva still got to get through this, but hey, Anderson, man,
Anderson 4.5 minutes.
Anderson wasn't BSing, man, when he's talking about I love boxing, I great camp, Boom, boom,
Ooh.
Man, nice.
Short little uppercuts, man. Chavez getting busted up.
Yeah, Chavez just looks like a punching bag now. Actually, this is
that right eye.
It's like, is there almost any sustained offense from Chavez? I haven't seen any in a while.
No.
Like one jab, moves forward.
Not since the third round.
Yeah, just one punch. He moves forward, throws one punch, eats 3 or 4 punches.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Anderson, has Anderson been switching stances? Did he just start switching stances?
No, he's been doing it the whole time.
Okay.
Even if it's just left, right, left, so he still ends in southpaw. Like just that switch to the right, just kind of throws Chavez Jr.'s game out. Boxing's weird with stances, like how they don't want to fight certain individuals. Dude, the unofficial scorecard they just showed on the screen. I don't think it's a spoiler at all because it's unofficial,
Yeah.
but they have Anderson only like winning every round but the third.
Wow.
They have
Yeah.
him up 6-1.
Yeah. I think I would have. I think I give
5-2
I
at
give
worst
Chavez
for me.
2 rounds. Yeah, I think I maybe gave round 1 to Chavez out of kind of respect for the boxer. I don't really. But yeah, maybe I gotta rewatch it. But
I'm curious how
yeah,
Chavez Sr. will react to this.
Anderson Silva is 3 minutes away from beating Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
this isn't an exhibition. This is a real match. Like this is
This
real.
is
As far as I
legit.
know. Yeah.
Hey.
Because that's why Senior wanted to make this the main event, because it was like a legitimate professional bout. This is wild.
I feel like if this was anywhere other than Mexico, this would be the main event.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah.
Here we go. This is it.
46
Final round.
Anderson Silva.
Oof. He's moving better now in this round.
Yeah, he just looks now. Yeah, the first round he looked. I don't want to say uncomfortable, but he's like, okay, he just had to test the waters, see how it feels out there, in the open air and everything, But yeah, he's like,
This is his first boxing match in 16 years, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be too.
good left hand.
I don't want to be too negative or anything, but is there any drug testing for this fight, or is this kind of no? We know Anderson Silva in the past. Oh.
I would be. We also know Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in the past. So like, I would be shocked if there was no drug testing for the hometown hero.
Hey,
when he fought, I think it was
whatever cocktail they got. Whatever, this is cool.
Right. When he fought, when Chavez Jr. fought Danny Jacobs in Phoenix. That was the wrong kind of circus, in being in that arena. Oh my god! Oh, Chavez Jr. decided to remember how to box
And complain.
Who
more complaining this round?
No, that's his beat, man. He's been doing that his whole career. That's like watching a basketball game and be like, "Oh, LeBron James is complaining at the ref." Like, yeah, he's been doing that for 20 years. There's nothing wrong with it. I have no it is what it is. I have no
player. We just pay attention to LeBron. We're not LeBron.
No, but that's exactly. But like, even casual fans know. Like, I'm not going to say like, "Oh, James Green complaining." It is what it is.
Overhand through an overhand, ducking under. God dang, this is fun, man.
Anderson with a hammer over the top.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no inside uppercuts though. Anderson got, hasn't never landed too many, but they're Chavez has to respect it. Yeah.
Oh, good right hand. Oh, another one.
Matt's just ended for me.
Well, I guess there's not a knockout. Oh, maybe there's a knockout.
With 3 seconds left.
I got 20 seconds.
Oh, good left hand by Anderson. This is wild, man. Now they're slanging. Chavez going to the body. Goes up top. Big right hand.
What? All right.
That's it.
I don't understand. I mean, why can't Dana White UFC get Zuffa boxing going? There's so many awesome fun fights you can do between boxers. I know it's money and boxers want real cuts and MMA fighters don't understand the real value of them, but man, there's so many good opportunities, so many fun fights.
I had heard, and I don't know how true this is, but I've heard it from a handful of people that he was very close to launching it, and a certain lady boxer that is now in the PFL got hurt, which shelved his plans.
Oh, one person? Come on.
Mm-hmm. He's wanted to start. That's all. But boxing always starts with one person. It's kind of a one person show for a bit.
That's weird because the UFC is like that's what that's what the UFC model is based on, like not having everything based around one person. Yeah, like they can lose anybody. They can lose Conor. They can lose
right.
Francis.
But like
UFC
imagine
would still go on, but
like remember when like you lose a main event fighter to COVID and then you can just elevate the co-main event. Like that's the UFC's marquee, like plug and play.
But they used to say all the time.
Boxing, yeah. Floyd Mayweather gets COVID, they're not going to have that event.
Well,
Logan Paul gets.
If Conor McGregor gets COVID, they're not having that. Do you think that
100%?
That's what I mean. Like the UFC puts himself in the same position that boxing does too. So for big pay-per-views, man, Anderson Silva. I don't even care what
77-75 of my unofficial scorecard.
2 rounds to Chavez, whatever that score is. I can't do the boxing math.
I probably give Chavez the 8th round.
I think I stopped scoring it because I figure the round. Yeah,
you need his knockout or lose.
Yeah.
Some home cooking, perhaps.
I mean,
dude, this is huge for Anderson.
This is huge. This is like.
Yeah, man.
This like, I can't. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that this could be so good for Anderson. You're right. Like. Dude,
will this be his first win since Stephan Bonner?
I guess. And he got an extra $100,000 just for homeboy not making weight. Brilliant.
Good night at the office.
Brilliant. After watching this, I gotta say I'm very disappointed. I'm not gonna see Oscar De La Hoya versus GSP. I gotta say it. I wanted to see it.
But now you get
Vitor, man.
You get
I know.
Vitor.
I mean, it's still Vitor's like
That's so much more wild.
It's kind of it's like Glenn Ross, like was it GSP is like the Corvette you win and Vitor is the box of steak knives. Like, all right, but now it's a decision.
3rd place, you fired.
Yeah, third.
That's a great movie.
I watched it last night. That's why it's on top of my head. I watched it again. I think it's like 3rd or 4th time I watched it. Yeah.
That Alec Baldwin speech is legendary.
All right, about to read the decision.
All right, I have a lot of thoughts.
Oh no.
I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Wait, is it a split decision?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Hold on. What? What's going on?
What's up? Have you got your?
Oh yeah, okay, Anderson one. Okay, bad.
Yeah, but like split decision. Come on.
There's some home cooking. There's definitely a little bit of home cooking, some appetizers, some mozzarella sticks, if you will.
Whatever. The right
fighter won, but obviously, this is a very boxing. The split decision so Chavez has a. Like much like Marvin Vettori got the split decision against Anderson, in the first fight.
Oh my God, Canelo and Anderson.
Oh, what do you mean? Are they gonna fight? What are you talking about?
No, Canelo is like just smiling ear to ear, talking to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he ran up to the ring.
Future man here.
he just ran up to the ring and is just like holding hands and talking.
There it is.
Man, I'm very interested what the boxing community has to say about this match.
So am I.
Anderson versus Jones Jr. It's got to happen. This is it.
That seems like the fight. Yeah.
Just do it. It's been like
Or I mean,
we're talking about this for like 7 years now.
Anderson, Mike Ty. I mean, I know the Roy Jones Jr. is the history, but
I mean, either's fine. Like
Either's
they're
fine,
both probably
yeah.
going to be exhibitions, right?
yeah, I would assume because of the drug testing, I don't care. They're these gentlemen are they're past their sell by date, but we still want to see them fight. They can still compete. So All right, are we?
All right, friends. Well, let's take 5 minutes and get some reactions from the peeps.
Yeah,
What did you guys think?
There is surprisingly not a lot of UFC fighters tweeting about this.
Oscar versus Andy Silva?
So
Oscar De La Hoya? Yeah, why not? I mean, we'll see what happens with Vitor, but so did Anderson really win, or did they give it to him? He won.
Anderson, no, what they gave Chavez Jr. a split decision. That's what they gave.
So it's a clear win for Anderson.
Yeah, clear win for Anderson.
Please tell me Chavez is pulling a Vittori right now. Oh, man, I won every round.
Yeah.
No chance.
Hold on, I'm going to mute myself.
I love it. Chavez Jr., the Marvin Vittori. He's like, Mexico.
Go to the press conference with an I Beat Anderson Silva t-shirt on. He'll be my new hero. All right, what else? Anybody else?
Yeah, I got Dr. Alan Grant.
Instead of hating, be happy for Silva.
Who's hating? We're happy for Silva.
Man has been a box sport since the beginning, and now he has a chance of being a boxer. I love it. This is great.
Ain't no hating. I've been talking very happy. I'm very happy that Vitor gets to fight Oscar. I wasn't crapping on this fight at all. Coming into it either.
It's just tremendous. I mean, Silva looked awesome. Nothing to hate on.
I can't hear is the crowd booing Chavez Jr.?
No.
Is that, no.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
Were they booing the decision?
Maybe the decision.
Maybe. Sorry, I was.
Yeah.
Julio. Oh, Big Nog is in Anderson Silva's corner. That's cool.
Nice.
Julio Cesar Chavez said this was his 5th fight in 15 months. My conditioning has to get better, so on and so forth. He'll fight anyone next.
Sure.
Oh, great.
This is the important question. I think this is the most important question coming up.
Yes. I was very entertained.
Yes. So yeah, as far as just sports entertainment, this did it. So.
I can see your future fight opponent with Anderson Silva right now.
In terms of like entertainment for the crossovers, like we talked about, probably in like the 3rd round, this is the best fight. In terms and even in just like technique and like overall like boxing acumen, this was the best fight.
Higeki, it is okay to love freak show fights. Don't embrace them.
Was this a freak show fight?
It.
I don't think this was a freak show fight.
Well,
like it was weird in the sense that like Anderson had 2 fights and he's fighting someone with like 50, almost 60 professional fights or whatever. But like I consider this, when they announced this, I thought it was weird, but it was much more competitive even on paper than any of the other quote unquote freak show fights. Because at least Anderson is a genius striker in another sport,
Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Get on him.
I feel it was a freak show fight, but I mean freak show in the best sense. That's all.
Sure.
It's like I don't, because it gets a negative connotation. I don't have. It's not negative to me, so that's all.
I didn't hate myself for like choosing to do this. Some of those other ones, I'd be like, ugh.
It's so
but good
weird
on
that,
him, man.
I mean, good on Anderson, but like, say if Anderson had gotten his butt kicked tonight, it would feel different, but he didn't, so we feel this way. It just.
Yeah, he looked really good from the 2nd round on.
I mean, the first round too. His first round, he had 8 rounds to play with. He didn't even. A lot of people gave him the first round. I don't think the judges gave him the first round, but these people at home, you give away, like, in boxing it's so much more strategic to give away rounds. Mayweather Conor in particular. So I think he just had to get his feet wet a little bit, and God, just go Anderson. That's awesome.
Call out Roy. Call him out.
Wait,
He's literally just praising Canelo right now. He's like, Canelo, I've been following his career. He's on a gentleman, this and that.
Smart move. Get the fans back on your side.
yeah. The UFC post
Okay,
show.
so
Sorry.
Okay, so I'll explain what happened. We did a post show for like an hour and 10 minutes. We did it live, and then we wrapped it up. We took a little breather before we got to this, and YouTube just disappeared. And YouTube likes to give us problems from time to time. Sometimes it's we put a headline and a description on something and we save it, and then like 5 minutes later it just vanishes. This time YouTube is like, you know what? I know you guys have been complaining about the headlines and the descriptions of these things. We're just going to get rid of the whole friggin' video. And that's what happened. So luckily, producer extraordinaire has a hard file of it, and he's going to re-upload it. So you'll be able to see that in its entirety relatively soon. And then we'll get it up on the site. We'll get it up on the podcast network. So you'll be able to see it. But it's not our fault. Don't blame us.
Look at the stat.
Anderson, that's insane.
Wow, landed.
90 threw 392 strikes and landed 99 of them.
Look at the graphic. Was the original graphic, was Anderson this much bigger than Chavez, or did they shrink Chavez for this post-stat graphic? Chavez looks like he's like a flyweight in there in that graphic. That's awesome.
It's good for Anderson Silva, man.
I saw someone tweet that I bet the whoever made all of like the graphics or the streaming service and everything assumed Chavez Jr. would win, so they wanted to make him look smaller than he was to show it like oh the super small guy beat up the giant MMA legend. They just try to play into it.
All right, gentlemen, can we wrap it up? We good?
Yeah, I think we're good. We don't need to stick around for the other fight.
We'll let these
I'll watch it on my own. Well, if you guys enjoyed this, let us know in the comments, and we'll do more of these in the future. But in the meantime, I wanted to wish all the dads out there happy Father's Day. I know on the East Coast it is officially Father's Day. On the Central, it's about to be Father's Day. Anyways, you may even see this tomorrow. It will be Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Enjoy it. We're out of here. For Jose, for Casey, I am Mike Hack.